the reason they keep lying to you, telling you that Tupac had it hard in jail, when that's simply not true. And if they were not in jail with Tupac, then how would they know? They don't.
I was not in no danger.
I got the facts. Check this out. Let's get into some of this straight game.
Life is like dealing cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy DELRAY, Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, hit the little thumbs up button notification. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And like I always say, if you would like to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of this straight game, please do me a favor and hit that little, what appears to be a little bell notification right below this video. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a recent barrage of comments relating to Tupac Shakur's stay in prison, if you will. Right? You have people coming out saying Tupac had a hard time in jail. It was rough. You know, you had other people coming out, speaking on situations that they weren't aware of. You have other people coming out listening to people on YouTube who never met Tupac, who have come up with these false narratives and these fictional stories. The stories are based on straight fiction. They are not true. They did not know Tupac. And for the most part, what I like to deal with is I like to deal with, the horse's mouth, if you will. So when a lot of people come out and talk about they know things about Tupac and, and they know this and they know that, if you weren't around, you don't really know anything. You just don't. It's as simple as that. People want you to believe that they was connected to somebody who knew somebody, that you can believe because they believed them. And there's no documentation, there's no information, video or audio or anything like that, basically to corroborate what they're saying. On the other hand, if I come to you and I tell you something, me from Straight Game DELRAY, from Straight Game TV, if I tell you, I'm going to be well researched in what I'm about to show you. So, like I said, you have numerous people, and like I said, you can, go through the internet and basically see, different people saying, hey, Tupac had it hard in jail. They had said that he something involving him had happened in jail, which were basically all lies. People were, basically trying to assassinate Tupac's character while he was locked up, right? Like I said, even in jail, Tupac was at the top of the food chain as far as rap was concerned. He had the #1 album when he went to prison. So all of the rumors that you've heard in regards to Tupac allegedly having hard in jail, it was rough, they was, mistreating him and so on and so forth. Some incidents did happen. There was one particular incident, and here's the documentation in regards to what that incident was, and where Tupac filed a grievance with the warden and with the prison officials, right? And so, as you can see from this document, that Tupac was handling his business. There was no slacking in his macking at all, as far as him understanding his rights, him being able to actually fight for his rights and apply, or should I say, file the proper grievances when he felt like he was being wronged, right? But let me go to Tupac himself. And this is what Tupac basically said, like I said, and there was also the Vibe interview, right? Where people, felt like, when he had basically said, if I die after this, interview, basically you guys would have heard his truth, right? And so this was Tupac's truth in regards to how he felt like he had it, or how it was for him in jail. And this also goes into Fat Joe's statement in regards to the Latin Kings. Listen to this.
The first part was what first made me humble. Not because niggas was scared. People took that Bob interview so wrong. I was not in no danger. It wasn't like niggas was screaming, I'm gonna kill you. I was walking around in fucking $200 sweatsuits at Rikers Island. You know what I mean? Living. Eating good, living good. Niggas was giving me love. Niggas sending me shit. Latin Kings giving me shit. Everybody giving me shit. Like, you represent, we got love for you.
Do you see what I mean? So like I said, once again, Pac saying basically people taking information, even information directly from him, wrong, based on an article that he spoke in, but basically wanting to take that information and run with it and create whatever narrative that they wanted to create based on what he said. Once again, listen to Tupac.
The first part was what first made me humble. Not because niggas was scared. People took that Bob interview so wrong. I was not in no danger. It wasn't like niggas was screaming, I'm gonna kill you. I was walking around in fucking $200 sweatsuits at Rikers Island. You know what I mean? Living. Eating good, living good. Niggas was giving me love. Niggas sending me shit. Latin Kings giving me shit. Everybody giving me shit. Like, you represent, we got love for you.
That's it. Anything other than that, from that perspective, is bogus. And that's the thing that I like to do. I like to deal with just simply the facts. I don't want you to, don't ham it up for me. Give me the facts. Give me some, if you have any, some corroborating evidence as to what you're saying. According to Tupac, he was wearing, $100, $200 sweatsuits in Rikers Island. He had it going on. You know what I mean? And so when people talk what they've been talking, it basically shows you that they don't know what they're talking about. They heard other YouTube channels make these phony, false accusations, trying to basically keep putting out bogus content because they ran out of stories. You see the stories. Was it a body double in Vegas? Another thing about that body double thing, right? So basically, if there was a body double in Vegas, let's deal with this. If there was a body double in Vegas where somebody who was allegedly switched positions with Tupac, right? And, as this whole thing was a setup. So then what you would basically be saying is that, Orlando Anderson and all of, these real gangsters and guys who was involved in the streets, all of that was phony too. And it simply wasn't that way. So that's what I'm saying. That's how you know that a lot of what, people have been running rumors about, Tupac being in jail. I found one guy basically saying that he basically flew Tupac in a helicopter to somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? These are the preposterous, crazy, outlandish, straight out lies that people have been telling just to have something to say. And 90% of these people never even met Tupac. They just came up with a story afterwards. Like, what? And your relationship with Tupac was, if you may ask, but see, nobody really asks that question, because if you ask that question, then they can't run with the story. Because the person will, basically would have to say that they didn't know Tupac. And it's just as simple as that. So I just wanted to address that, man, because like I said, you have a lot of people talking about, Pac had it rough in jail. It was this, it was that. They want to put, other people in as the savior and so on and so forth. Like I said, Tupac was his own man. And let's be clear, once again, the bail situation involving Tupac, man, Tupac basically bailed himself out of jail, man. The documents and all of that stuff related to that basically said that Tupac would have to pay the bail money back through his record royalties, man. So basically his royalties, his publishing, and everything that he had was basically used as collateral. And then the record label, Interscope and Atlantic Records, they put up the money. That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? And so, like I said, once again, Suge was the one who definitely went and was the spearhead involved in that situation. You know what I mean? Let's be clear about that. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the documents that Tupac signed said. He signed these legal and binding documents. Period. Anything other than those legal and binding documents is a lie. Period. You know, and so like I said, dealing with the jail situation, you know, dealing with the Vegas situation, somebody saying, you know, hey, I flew him out on a helicopter, you know, I flew, like, what? So everything was, it was all just some kind of, you know, and the fact of the matter is, you know, Tupac gave most of these so-called journalists or whatever the ammunition to do that, you know, by him reading the book Machiavelli, right? You know, naming, the last, his new rap nickname, you know, Machiavelli, right? And then having the Machiavelli album. So most people could now jump behind the theory or the notion that somehow Tupac faked his death. No. Come on now. Come on now. You know, the coroner was involved. The doctors were involved. Everybody. No. Better yet, he didn't even make it to those places because he had a body double who switched off on with Tupac. And then they'll present you with these phony pictures of these Tupac lookalikes or doctored pictures of some people who supposedly have spotted Tupac at these certain locations and so on and so forth. You see? Once again, like I said, they say Tupac had it hard in jail. They say this, they say that. Like I said, a lot of these people doing the talking never met Tupac. They're phonies. And all they want to do is create confusion, right? And try to get you to believe that they know something that you don't know. But I'm here to tell you right now, 95% of it is garbage. Your boy DELRAY, straight game.